Alright, so it's the next day and I decided now would be a great time to talk about binder fitting. So binders, I have one here, they are mainly used by trans-masculine people or non-binary people to help with dysphoria, help flatten their chest, and make themselves feel better about themselves in general. I wear one because I'm female trans male and I'm really dysphoric about my chest, and this really helps. But there's a few things you need to know about it before you start and just dive in. First of all, you have to know that it's not going to make your chest completely flat, just like how regular men's chests aren't completely flat. There's muscle there, and there's, different things that have to be there. And so it's just not going to be completely flat, and it looks fine, it looks normal, great. Another thing is you want to make sure that you get the right size for you. If you get it too small, you risk cracking your ribs and just not being able to breathe in general, and it's just not safe overall. I did this for a little while. I wore one that was a size too small for me. Well, really 2 sizes too small for me because I'm like in the middle of 2. And I was able to fit it over my head, but I really couldn't breathe in it, and it was just not good overall, and now I have back issues because of it. But my great friend gave me one of his old ones that he didn't use anymore, and it fits great perfectly. So I'm going to teach y'all how to find your size today, how to take care of it, how to wash it, and be safe in it overall, because there's just so much stuff you have to know about it. And one of those things is finding the right size for you. Now, there's a chart on GC2B, and I'll link that down in the description below, and it helps you figure out where to measure, how to measure it, and all that good stuff, and I'm going to try to explain it in a video here. So I took my binder off. I'm not wearing it for this video so I can really accurately show y'all how to measure. Now you're going to use a tape measure, not one of the hard rulers, because it won't give you an accurate reading. So you're going to measure in 3 places: across your chest from shoulder to shoulder, right above your breast tissue, so under your armpits, and then over your nipples. That way you can really get the right size. So what you're going to do is go over the largest part of your chest all the way around. Then you're going to do the smallest part of your chest all the way around. You're going to add that number and then divide it by 2. So if I wrap this, I'll show y'all. If I wrap this around the largest part of my chest, here, I'm going to get 34. Now if I do it around the smallest part of my chest, I'll get 33. So when I add that up and divide it, it's just 33.5, but you always want to round up because you don't want something that's too small for you. Then around the shoulders, or on one side of your shoulders, is the hardest one to really get, and I suggest having somebody else help you with it. But I go around the back because it's just easier for me to hold. And yeah, I go from just one side to the other around the back, and that's where I get 21. So you're going to put that into the chart and it'll tell you what size you are. I chest size need a medium, but shoulder wise I need a large. I wear a medium because that's all that I have, and it fits great and I have no issues with it. It's only a 1-inch difference on my shoulder, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you're buying one, then I suggest going with that next extra size up. Always round up. It's a rule, just always round up. Just make sure when you're measuring your shoulders that you're not hunching over, you're not flexing, and just make sure that you use measuring tape. Don't use the hard ruler. I tried that, didn't work. And so yeah, that's all you really need to know about sizing issues per se. And they're on the GC2B site. There's it for inches and centimeters, so everybody has an equal playing game. You don't need to convert anything or anything like that. Now the next thing you need to know is how to wash it, how to take care of it, and keep it the best quality that you can. So as I said, this is my binder. My friend gave it to me. This is a half tank. There's this part down here and the cotton stretch on the inside. It doesn't stretch though. My friend gave it to me because I was wearing one that's 2 sizes too small. It wasn't good for my back, wasn't good for my lungs, but that's how you take care of it. So you need to hand wash it. You cannot put it in the washing machine because it will just mess it up, and it's just not good overall for the binder, and it just wears it out a whole lot faster. And then make sure that you hang it up to dry. Before, when I needed it quickly, I had a hair dryer a little bit away from it, and just really tried to get it as dry as I could, but don't put it in the dryer because, again, it'll wear it out faster. What I do is I kind of cheat a little bit. When I go in the shower, I don't wear it on in the shower, but I take it with me, and then I wash it in there while I'm in there, and then I just hang it up on this little thing that we have in our shower, and I let it dry overnight. Now make sure that you also wring it out really good afterwards, and you dry it the best you can with the towel. That way it won't mold and mildew. Some people who have to hide it from their parents, I even see them they have those little shelves they put the towel on over, and then they'll put it right there and hide it in between the towels. So really whatever works for you, just make sure it air dries out so it doesn't get moldy and gross and everything. And then you can wear it swimming, so that's a plus. I like to wear mine swimming, but make sure that you wash it afterwards because you don't want that chemicals to linger in it. You don't want it to stay in there for too long, and it'll smell like pool, or ocean if that's what you're swimming in. Just make sure you take good care of it overall. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for future videos.